First and foremost, how do you feel like the guys have done this week, getting a couple of days to get their legs back under them?
Yeah, it's been really good to be able to put an entire week of training together for the first time in a while. Obviously working on some things that we've talked about after the previous games, specifically in the attacking third. Have been really happy throughout the week with how that's come together. We're excited about the opportunity to finally be back at home again for a league game. So the boys are in a good way for sure.
It's 10 unbeaten now, I believe, between all competitions. What's going right?
Yeah, listen, I think we have a collective group that is fighting for one another, and when something poor happens on the field, they're picking each other up. I think the intensity has been excellent for the most part in all of the games. I've been really, really happy with adjustments that have been made at halftime, and the players taking that information in and then implementing it. I think so far it's been really good from a defensive standpoint. I've talked about we've created a lot of chances, but we need to start finishing some of those. But I know that'll come. Again, I've said it before, as relationships continue to be built, the understanding of runs and who likes to go where, that takes time, and so we're continuing to work on it. But so far, through each phases of the game, I've been really happy.
Do you guys? I'm sorry, Joe.
No, go ahead, John.
Do you guys talk about that unbeaten streak?
Not really, to be honest with you. We don't talk. For the players, it's we have an opponent this weekend that we have to beat, and we try to learn and reflect from games in the past, obviously, and where we need to be better. But the expectation for these guys is that we go out and win every single game. So we don't talk about it much, to be honest. We are happy, obviously, with where we're at the moment. But I've said it before, I think we have another gear to hit. Once we start finishing some of these chances that we're creating, I think you're going to see an even more dangerous team. So the guys are playing at a good level right now, but they'll be the first to tell you they know that there's another one we can reach.
I'm going to continue to interrupt you. I'll wait till you start.
Are you going to ask about Pittsburgh? You want to ask in unison?
We can. You want to harmonize?
Yeah, let's do that.
This road trip that you just had, I mean, how challenging was that?
Yeah, it was really difficult. I think, our schedule to start the year has been extremely difficult with travel, going cross country, taking a bus to Charleston and hitting a lot of traffic. And, we were on it for 12 and a half hours. That's a long time after 120 minutes on the midweek game. So when you look at all of those things, I come away even more impressed with the group. But we also, I say this all the time, you won't hear me use travel or schedule as an excuse. There's things that we can control and there's things that we can't. My job is to make sure that I do as best of a job as I can, rotating the group and trying to protect the players' legs. When you look at the results that we've had and the travel that we've had, I'm really, really impressed with how the players and my staff have handled it.
This is a big matchup this weekend. Obviously, you guys have had some major battles with Pittsburgh over the years. What do you know about this particular team that they have?
Yeah, I mean, you look at where they are in the table and how they're performing to start the year as well. I have so much respect for Bob Lilly and what he does. It seems year after year, no matter how many players he brings in or lets go, they're firing on all cylinders. So they have a dangerous team with some dangerous attacking pieces in Dikwa, in Kelly, in Cicerone, Dixon, Forbes, right? They have a lot of good players. But I've said it already. I'm confident in the group that we have, and more importantly, we're here at home. This is a special place to play. We've made it a fortress here in the past, and my expectation is that we do the same this weekend.
You're gonna sneak a peek at the pups at the pitch look?
I'm trying to figure out if I'm allowed to have my dog on the bench.
Of course you are.
I'm excited about that.
No
it's going to be awesome.
Danny Cruz.
I've only been in one other game where it was a pups at the pitch, I think, and the amount of barking that went on during the game was unbelievable. It was pretty amazing.
Are you talking about the coaches or are you talking about
Yeah, it's a fair question. Both. Definitely both. Definitely both.
Anything else?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm going to talk to Brian and Wilson just about you've got a core veteran there and a new guy. How has the chemistry been? Because I know as a coach, that's one of the things you kind of, I guess, address or you hope for is to have these veterans come back and then work the new guys in. It seems like that is working well, especially with those two guys.
Yeah, listen, I think when you look at the amount of minutes that some of the, let's call it, new acquisitions this year to the team have gotten, when you talk about Kyle, Amadou Dia, Manny, Wilson, I've said it before, it's not easy to come to Louisville City with the culture that we have here and for it to be seamless. But because of the leadership that I have in that locker room, because of the experience that we have in the locker room, and because of the people that we've brought in and who they are both on and off the field, it has made the transition and the changes so much easier. And I've been really, really proud and happy about how the returning players have taken the new group in, younger players and experienced players, and look to make sure that everybody holds one another accountable, continues to live by our values, again, both on and off the field. And I think you're seeing that come together on the field. And I think, as I've said, there's another level that we can get to. Nobody in my offices or in that locker room is sitting here thinking that we've accomplished anything at this moment. Everybody's hungry to want more. And ultimately we have goals that we want to achieve. And I genuinely believe we have a group here that can achieve those goals.